In this video, I'll guide you through how to check your domain status and expiration date in Bluehost so you always know exactly what's going on with your website's address. Let's start with why this matters. Your domain is the web address people type in to reach your site. If it expires or becomes inactive, your website can suddenly go offline, emails tied to that domain can stop working, and it can create confusion for your visitors or customers. The good news is Bluehost makes it pretty simple to check your domain status and your expiration date, as well as whether auto-renew is turned on. First, you'll need to log into your Bluehost portal. Open your web browser and go to the Bluehost website. At the top, you'll see the option to sign in. Enter your login details and access your main dashboard. Once you're logged in, you're in the right place to manage everything related to your hosting and domains. From the main dashboard, look over to the left-hand side of the screen. There's a vertical menu there with different sections. Find and click on the option labeled Domains. This is your central hub for everything related to your domain names in Bluehost. If you have multiple domains, you'll see them all listed here. When you click on Domains, you'll usually be taken straight to the Overview tab. If not, just make sure the Overview tab is selected near the top of the page. This is where you can quickly see the most important information about each domain without having to dig through a lot of settings. Now choose the domain you want to check. Once it's selected, focus on the key details shown in the overview. The first thing to look at is the domain status. This will typically say something like active, expired, pending verification, or redemption. If it says active, your domain is currently working and your website address is live. If it says expired, that means the domain registration has lapsed and your site may no longer be accessible at that address. Pending verification usually means you need to confirm some details, often related to your contact information or email, before the domain is fully active. Redemption indicates the domain has been expired for a while and may require an additional fee to restore. Next, find the expiration date. This is the exact date your domain registration will end if you don't renew it. It's a good idea to note this date somewhere, especially if your project or business relies on that domain. Many people like to set a reminder a few weeks in advance, just in case. Right along with that, you'll see the auto-renew setting. This is usually shown as a toggle or switch. If auto-renew is turned on, Bluehost will attempt to automatically bill you and renew your domain about 15 days before it expires. This is a great safety net if you don't want to worry about manually renewing. If it's turned off, you'll need to remember to renew the domain yourself before that expiration date to avoid downtime or losing the domain. And that's all there is to it. By logging into your Bluehost portal, going to the domains section and checking the overview tab, you can quickly see whether your domain is active, when it expires, and whether auto-renew is enabled.